Hello! In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to improve and develop your speaking at home. So many students tell me that they cannot improve their English because they don't have a foreigner to talk to. So I want to show you that it is possible to improve your speaking at home on your own for free. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to get a list of topics. The common topics for speaking part 1, speaking part 2, and speaking part 3. You need to get a list of these topics and develop ideas. I don't want you to write down your answers. I want you only to develop the ideas. So for example, if the topic is weather, you can develop ideas about the kind of weather you like, what you do when the weather is like that, also how the weather makes you feel, different kinds of weather, or maybe the transportation problems that come because of that weather. So just develop ideas that you can use for that topic. The next thing, number 2, is a word list, so vocabulary. If you have the topic of weather, you need to have a range of vocabulary for that topic. So for example, hot is a very low band score word, but you could use boiling, scorching, sweltering. There's a whole range of vocabulary that you can build to impress the examiner for that topic. So you need to get that list of vocabulary and learn it. Number 3, your next step to developing your speaking. Get the topic, choose probably about 6 questions for that topic, take your phone and answer the questions while recording your voice. It's very important that you do the recording rather than writing the answer. When you write answers, usually you think more about grammar and vocabulary, and often you make fewer mistakes. When you speak, it's direct. So when you record your answer, this gives you a chance to find your weaknesses. Finding your weaknesses is very important so that you can improve. So you need to record your answers to those questions on your phone. After that, I want you to listen to your answers. Listen and check. Now, there are 4 things that I want you to check for. I want you to check fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. This is what the examiner will check you on. Each one in the exam is 25% of your marks, so they are all equal and all very important. Now let's have a look at what you need to check for each one. Fluency. And what does that mean? Well, the first thing you need to check is the length of your answer. Did you give a very short answer, or could you develop it a little bit more? When you develop your answer more, that is a higher band score. You're offering more language and showing the ability to speak fluently. Another thing you can check for fluency is how many times you say or These are hesitations, and we don't want hesitations in our answers. So you need to check how many ums and uhs you have. If you have a lot, that's a problem, and you need to practice more to get rid of them. Another thing you can check for fluency is silence. Often when students start speaking, they can't remember what they want to say, and suddenly they stop. It's not good to stop and be silent in the middle of your answer. You need to keep speaking naturally with a good flow, and that will give you a good band score. Now, the next thing is vocabulary. What do we need to check in vocabulary? Obviously, the first thing is range. Range means how many different words you are using. Are you repeating the same words again and again? Or are you using different words to describe the same thing? Again, using the example of hot, you could say boiling, scorching, sweltering. That shows a good range of vocabulary. When you paraphrase well, you are moving towards band 7 and band 8. Another thing to check with vocabulary is mistakes. One way to check mistakes is to listen to your answer and write down the words you say. Then you can check more carefully. Are you using the wrong word or the wrong noun with the verb? Identify those problems and correct them. Next is grammar. With grammar, again, check the range. For example, are you only using present simple? Even if the question is present simple, you can still use other tenses. For example, what kind of weather do you like? You could say, I love hot weather. Last week, it was perfect. So you added past simple to a present simple question. Another thing to check is sentence structure. Are you using only short sentences, or are your sentences more complex? Write down your answers and check. You can start using linkers and extending your sentences. And again, mistakes. The more grammar mistakes you make, the lower your band score will be. The examiner is listening carefully for mistakes, so identify them, correct them, and practice. The last one is pronunciation. What is the examiner looking for? First, word pronunciation. Are you pronouncing words correctly? If you're not sure, you can use free dictionaries to listen to the pronunciation. Another thing is individual sounds. Are you pronouncing difficult sounds correctly? You can find practice for this as well. And finally, intonation. If your voice is very flat, this is not good for your band score. You need to learn how your voice goes up and down to make your speech more natural and interesting. Now, the last part. Once you have your topics and ideas, your vocabulary, your questions, and your recordings, listen and check. Write down what you say. Check fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Then practice, practice, and practice. Find your weaknesses, improve them, and keep recording your voice. I know it can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's very effective. Well, that's all for this lesson. I really hope you practice this at home. The more you practice, the better your IELTS result will be. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to ABC IELTS, and share it with anyone who is preparing for IELTS. This is Sophia Bechtel, and I'll see you in another IELTS lesson.